Welcome to the ultimate destination for future technology, groundbreaking inventions, and the most advanced innovations on Earth. Artificial intelligence to machines that push the boundaries of speed and mobility, we bring you the technologies shaping the future of our world. Today, we're counting down 10 incredible machines redefining transportation in America. From ultra-fast personal vehicles to revolutionary transportation systems, these are the innovations that are not just changing the game. They are rewriting the world's infrastructure map. Number 10. Sea Breacher X. Imagine a machine that looks exactly like a giant great white shark, rockets across the water at breathtaking speed, suddenly dives beneath the surface, then bursts back into the air before performing a full 360-degree barrel roll. This is not a living creature. This is the Sea Breacher X. From an engineering perspective, the Sea Breacher is far more than a boat. It is a personal submersible equipped with thrust vectoring technology, a system more commonly found in advanced fighter jets. Powered by a 300-horsepower Rotax engine and a high-performance jet drive system, it can reach speeds of nearly 50 miles per hour on the surface while diving to depths of approximately 13 feet. Makes the Sea Breacher X truly remarkable is its ability to transform the ocean into a three-dimensional transportation environment, where many of the limitations of traditional watercraft simply disappear. For a few moments, the pilot experiences something that feels less like driving a vehicle and more like becoming part of the ocean itself. Number 9. Waymo Robotaxi. Picture a vehicle racing through the busy streets of San Francisco late at night. The driver's seat is completely empty, yet the car navigates traffic with confidence, precision, and remarkable awareness. This is the Waymo Robotaxi, developed by Alphabet. Waymo has created one of the world's most advanced autonomous transportation systems, already providing approximately 400,000 rides every week. But more importantly, it represents the world's first large-scale commercial Level 4 autonomous driving service. At the center of the vehicle sits its distinctive rooftop LiDAR system. This sensor array scans the environment in every direction, thousands of times every second, continuously building a real-time digital model of the world extending nearly 1,000 feet around the vehicle. The system can identify obstacles, monitor traffic, and make complex decisions almost instantly. It can react to a ball unexpectedly rolling into the street. It can anticipate where a pedestrian is likely to move before the situation becomes dangerous. And it can continuously adapt to changing conditions without becoming distracted, tired, or impaired. This is where American technology is creating a significant advantage. Companies like Waymo are not simply building smarter cars. They are fundamentally redefining how people move through cities. Number 8. U-Boat Works Nemo. If the Sea Breacher X is the predator of the ocean, then the Nemo is a transparent bubble floating through an alien world beneath the sea. Imagine sitting comfortably inside a perfectly clear acrylic sphere, descending more than 300 feet below the ocean's surface, while enjoying an uninterrupted panoramic view in every direction. It feels less like riding in a submarine and more like stepping into a science fiction movie. Makes the Nemo so remarkable is its engineering. Traditional deep-sea vehicles rely on heavy steel structures that often limit visibility. The Nemo takes a completely different approach. Its pressure-resistant acrylic sphere is strong enough to withstand the immense forces of the deep ocean while remaining crystal clear. Powered by a lithium-ion battery system capable of operating for up to 8 hours. The vehicle is controlled through an intuitive joystick interface that makes underwater exploration surprisingly accessible. The result is a luxury experience that transforms deep-sea discovery from a scientific expedition into a personal adventure. For the first time, the ocean floor becomes a destination rather than a mystery. Number 7. The Boring Company Vegas Loop. Beneath the bright lights of Las Vegas lies a transportation system that feels as though it belongs in the world of Blade Runner. Growing network of underground tunnels illuminated by futuristic lighting. This is the Vegas Loop, Elon Musk's answer to one of the oldest urban problems in history: traffic congestion. Instead of constructing massive subway systems that often cost billions of dollars and require years of development, the Boring Company takes a radically different approach. Build smaller tunnels, move electric vehicles through them at high speed, and dramatically reduce construction costs. At the center of the system is the Prufrock tunnel boring machine, designed to excavate tunnels faster than traditional tunneling technology ever thought possible. The goal is simple: make tunnel construction faster, cheaper, and scalable. Once inside the network, Tesla vehicles are coordinated through advanced software systems that keep traffic flowing efficiently. The experience feels less like driving through a tunnel and more like moving through a private underground transportation grid. In this vision of the future, traffic lights and gridlock may become relics of the past. Number 6. Martin Jetpack. Imagine strapping on a giant backpack equipped with powerful propulsion systems and lifting vertically into the sky directly from your backyard. That is the dream behind the Martin Jetpack. Unlike traditional rocket-powered jetpacks that remain airborne, for only a few seconds, the Martin Jetpack was engineered for sustained and practical flight. Powered by a 200-horsepower V4 gasoline engine, it drives 2 large ducted fans capable of generating enough lift to keep the aircraft airborne for approximately 30 minutes. It can climb to altitudes approaching 3,300 feet, placing it in an entirely different category from most personal flight systems. Because the aircraft has no wings and relies completely on thrust to maintain stability, sophisticated electronic flight control systems continuously make adjustments to keep the pilot balanced and safe. The Martin Jetpack was never designed solely as a technological spectacle. Its creators envisioned real-world applications as well. In emergency situations where helicopters struggle to reach remote locations, disaster zones, or difficult terrain, a compact personal flight platform could provide rapid access when every second matters. More than any machine on this list, the Martin Jetpack captures one of humanity's oldest dreams: the ability to rise into the sky under our own power and fly wherever we choose. Joby Aviation S4. From a distance, it looks like a giant mechanical insect silently moving through the sky. Its 6 tilting propellers and sleek aerodynamic design, the Joby S4 has become one of the most recognizable symbols of the eVTOL revolution, a new generation of electric aircraft capable of vertical takeoff and landing. Fascinates engineers most is its ability to transition between 2 completely different modes of flight. It takes off like a helicopter. Then, once airborne, its propellers rotate forward, transforming the aircraft into an efficient fixed-wing airplane capable of much higher speeds and longer range. One of Joby's greatest achievements is its exceptionally low noise profile. At an altitude of approximately 1,640 feet, the aircraft produces sound levels comparable to an ordinary conversation, dramatically quieter than a conventional helicopter. That may prove to be one of its most important advantages. Urban air mobility can only succeed if people are willing to live beneath it. A top speed of nearly 200 miles per hour and a range of approximately 100 miles, the Joby S4 aims to transform journeys that currently take hours in crowded metropolitan areas into flights lasting only minutes. Number 4. Manta 5 Hydrofoiler. Have you ever seen a bicycle fly across the surface of the water? The Manta 5 hydrofoiler makes that possible. Using advanced hydrofoil technology, this remarkable machine literally lifts itself above the water as it accelerates. As speed increases, carbon fiber hydrofoils beneath the surface generate lift, raising the entire bicycle out of the water. The moment that happens, drag drops dramatically. The sensation is less like riding a bicycle and more like gliding through the air. Makes the hydrofoiler especially unique is that it requires no traditional hull, flotation device, or boat-like structure. Instead, it relies entirely on fluid dynamics, balance, and an electric propulsion system generating approximately 460 watts of power. The result is one of the most innovative recreational watercraft ever created. It challenges the boundaries between bicycle, boat, and aircraft. And in doing so, it creates an entirely new category of personal transportation. Number 3. Hyperloop. Imagine a giant steel capsule racing through a vacuum tube at nearly 684 miles per hour. That is approaching the speed of sound. Hyperloop is more than a train. It is an attempt to fundamentally rethink transportation itself. By removing most of the air inside the tube, engineers dramatically reduce aerodynamic resistance. At the same time, magnetic levitation technology lifts the vehicle above the track, eliminating physical contact and virtually all friction. The result is a transportation system that appears to fly without wings, wheels, or conventional engines. Future journey between Los Angeles and San Francisco, completed in roughly 35 minutes, would dramatically reshape how people think about distance, commuting, and regional economies. This is a distinctly American approach to solving the problem of geography. If mountains, terrain, and distance become obstacles, create an entirely new environment and move through it. Hyperloop represents a vision in which infrastructure no longer adapts to geography. Instead, geography adapts to infrastructure. Number 2. Archer Midnight. If Joby represents refinement, Archer Midnight represents scalability. Equipped with 12 synchronized propellers, Midnight is designed to maintain stability even in challenging weather conditions. Its mission is straightforward: become the Uber of the sky. Makes the aircraft particularly impressive is the extraordinary level of coordination occurring beneath its exterior. Thousands of components operate in harmony under the supervision of a central flight computer capable of performing millions of calculations every second. Every motor adjustment, every stability correction, every flight control decision, all occur almost instantaneously. The result is a machine that behaves less like a collection of mechanical parts and more like a living organism working in perfect synchronization. The commercial world is already paying attention. United Airlines has committed to purchasing hundreds of Midnight aircraft, demonstrating that urban air mobility is no longer a futuristic concept confined to presentations and prototypes. It is becoming a real transportation business. And with each successful test flight, the vision of a fully connected aerial transportation network moves one step closer to reality. Number 1. SpaceX Crew Dragon. The ultimate transportation machine is not the one that moves people across a city, across a country, or even across an ocean. It is the one that carries human beings beyond Earth itself and brings them safely home again. That machine is the SpaceX Crew Dragon, sitting atop a Falcon 9 rocket. Crew Dragon represents one of the clearest examples of America's ambition to redefine transportation on the largest possible scale. Think about what this system actually accomplishes. A rocket accelerates into space at speeds measured in tens of thousands of miles per hour. Then, after completing its mission, the booster separates, turns around, guides itself back through the atmosphere, and lands vertically on a floating platform in the middle of the ocean, decades from now. Today, inside Crew Dragon, the transformation is just as dramatic. complex mechanical control panels that once filled spacecraft have largely been replaced by touchscreen displays, advanced software, and highly automated systems. The result is a spacecraft designed not only to operate safely, but also to make access to space more practical, reliable, and repeatable. And that may be SpaceX's most important achievement. The company is not simply launching spacecraft. It is helping transform spaceflight from a rare national event into a transportation service. Crew Dragon has opened the door to a future in which space becomes an increasingly active part of the global transportation network. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. From autonomous robotaxis and electric air taxis to underground transportation networks and reusable spacecraft, a common theme connects every technology on today's list. While much of the world remains focused on making existing transportation systems faster, the United States is investing heavily in entirely new forms of mobility. The goal is not merely to improve transportation. The goal is to create a new transportation ecosystem where artificial intelligence, automation, and three-dimensional mobility play central roles. If many of today's technologies represent the final evolution of 20th century transportation, then many of the projects on this list are pursuing something much larger. Building the transportation foundation of the 22nd century. Every one of these ideas succeed? No one knows. History has repeatedly shown that the technologies that eventually change the world often begin as ideas that once seemed impossible, and many of those ideas are being tested right now. So if you could choose one technology from today's countdown to experience for yourself, which would it be? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because the future is arriving faster than any of us imagine.